Explain the tradition of Wigilia. I think our soon-to-be deacon, Shimon, did a good job of explaining that. So as I have done in the past, I'll focus on the Oplatek, which I think I know our seminarians and many of you of Polish descent are familiar with, but they are these beautiful wafer-like sheets that have different pictures of the upcoming Christmas season on them. But more importantly, they are a sign for us of Polish descent, Slavic descent, of peace and reconciliation. And when we break these, we promise never to return to the old hurts, the old misgivings or feelings that we've had for one another, and to live in the peace of Christ. So before we begin this beautiful dinner, we reconcile with one another, and we also exchange the wishes of the season. So after Father Lise will bless these, then you'll take yours in your hand. I'm explaining for those who aren't familiar. And we'll walk around and greet each other. And it's customary to take a piece from the person who extends it to you and vice versa, and then to consume it, and then to extend greetings for the upcoming Christmas season. But again, contained within it is that beautiful notion of love and forgiveness and reconciliation. So then after that we sit down at table, and on Christmas Eve, of course, the table of the home leads us to the altar table where we meet our God once again, come to us as the Christ child, the babe of Bethlehem. So this breaking of the Oplatek is always found at Wigilia, but it's also now is shared during the holiday season. If you're not with someone, they come to your house, you can break it with them, or in gatherings like this, or in gatherings in the new year, because again, the peace, the love, the reconciliation that it speaks of is something that we so often need when we live together in community. We're bound to have those little squabbles and disagreements, but this wafer brings us back to the peace and love of our God, who we know is the source of divine mercy. So after the blessing, I hope you will then take time to greet each other with the Oplatek, again to take a piece of the person extending the wafer to you and vice versa, and then consume it and wish each other the joy of the upcoming season. There's no need to speak forgiveness, even though my father always did to us, as it was a pretty humbling sight for us. Dad would always say something like, if I've wronged you in the past year, know indeed that I'm sorry. But there's no need to do that because it's contained within, unless there's someone that maybe you're not at peace with and you really want them to know. But again, it's a beautiful tradition which has spread throughout America. I think it's one of the Polish-American contributions to this wonderful mosaic that we call the United States of America. Thank you.